Matt joining us now, and of course Lloydminster Bobcats wrapping up a 3-game road trip last night. This with a trip up to Fort McMurray, always a tough one.
Yeah, that's right. And with the Cats up 3-2 late in the third, it looked like they were going to extend their winning streak to 5 games. However, 2 goals in 35 seconds by the Oil Barons would turn the tide and snap the Bobcats' 4-game winning streak with a 4-3 win. A tough pill to swallow for the Border City bunch.
You just can't accept the way we lost, and to go up there on their rink and make that sort of a trip and be in full control for a majority of the game, and then to turn around and hand it back to them on just mistakes that we can't be making this time of year.
Being up on a team like Fort Mac, we got a little comfortable, kind of got off the little things, and they're a team that's pretty strong and they can come back in a matter of 30 seconds. So it's we got to stay in control when we're up and got to not feel as comfortable.
Now, despite the tough defeat, the Bobcats were able to take 2 of 3 on the trip and are hoping to build off that success as they get ready for a pair of home games.
You've got to think that's all not that bad going into the trip, but when you get there and you see that certainly we did play well enough and deservedly should have had 2 points out of Fort Mac, it's the type of game where I think we beat ourselves. Fort Mac didn't beat us, we beat ourselves.
We were in a little bit of a slump for 4 games, and then we won 4 games. So, it's back and forth right now in the north. So.
The Cats are back in action this Friday when they host the Okotoks Oilers. Meanwhile, staying in the AJ, there are 2 games on tap, including the Pontiacs, who host the Spruce Grove Saints. Bonnyville have won 3 of their last 5 games. With a victory tonight over the defending champs, the Yaks could pull in a first-place tie in the North Division. Puck drop for tonight's game is at 7:30. Well, it's hard to believe we're already entering the final week of the season in the Wheatland Football League, and sitting atop of the standings with a perfect record are the Holy Rosary Raiders, who look to go into the playoffs as the #1 seed.
After their closest game to date 2 weeks ago, just edging the Cold Lake Royals 17-14, the Raiders were able to correct mistakes and get some backups in the game last week in a 42-0 beatdown over the Westlock Thunderbirds.
It was nice to have another game we had control of. Cold Lake, we really had ourselves stressed out in the second half there, but it was nice to have Westlock, get a lot of our rookies playing in there, and so we can come back this week and go at it.
Our defense played really well. We stopped them. They had a couple good drives, but we tried our hardest.
The Raiders will now end their regular season on the road with a tilt against Bonnyville. The Voyageurs are just 1 game behind Holy Rosary for first place and are expected to lay everything on the line with top spots still up for grabs.
We know that they're going to have good defense, going to come at us with some big guys, so we got to be ready on offense, got to have our stuff down. A little more organized than last week. So
we expect a hard-hitting game just because they're such a big physical team, and they have a lot to show. They have a lot to show.
It's a big game as far as the league concerned. So yeah, we got to go in there and be ready to play.
Now there's more than just first place for the Black and Silver, as they will look to head into the playoffs with a perfect regular season.
Definitely want to go into playoffs on a high note. At this time of year, we should be, playing some solid football, limiting mistakes, and pretty smooth on O&D. So we're hoping to go into the game, firing on all cylinders and keep building every week and keep getting better every week.
It'll give us the confidence to go into playoffs. Undefeated, we'll have it. We'll understand that we are the team to beat, and knowing we're the team to beat, we got to go in there with the right attitude and have it down.
And that is your first look at sports. Gerard has your weather details coming up.